Hey, thanks for giving me a couple minutes of your time. I wanted to just send you a quick note, and I started to write it in an email. And then I thought, you know what? I'm just going to put together a video, and it's not ultra well edited. The lighting's a little funny, but this video isn't going to go on Facebook. It's not going to go get blasted out to all of Westover from the Com focal point. This video is actually, well, it's for you. And what I mean by you is this video is for those that have said, Chaplain, I'm in. Chaplain, keep me posted on the things that are going on at the chapel. You're the core. You're the friends. You're the ones that said, I get it. And I want to say thank you, and I also want to celebrate with you a little bit, because every single time we have conversations with people, and Jesus shows up. Every single time we have a worship service here, they're getting bigger and bigger, and more people are coming. Every single time in the context of one of those services, and I'm serious, every single time I say something like, hey, is there anyone here who needs to get to know Jesus for the first time, or who wants to begin a journey with him? Every time I ask that question, at least one hand goes up. It's amazing. People are so thirsty. They're looking for hope. They're looking for joy. And every single time that someone says yes to that question, what they're saying yes to is, yes, I want hope. Yes, I want to reconnect with the purpose of and the one who made me. And so not only is all that happening there, when we started doing this podcast, I do one sermon, and then throughout the rest of the month I answer a question about it. People are listening. In one day, not in all of last month, but in one day last month, 67 people listened to an episode of the podcast. 67. I had someone call me from Germany wanting to talk about what I was talking about. Someone checked in on Facebook from London. God is doing great things here. So why am I sharing all that? Well, one is I want to celebrate with you because, man, it's awesome. And two is I need your help. Last month, we talked about romance and intimacy. And as soon as I talked about that, people started asking questions like, well, what if I'm not engaged in a marriage or engaged in a romantic relationship? What about all kinds of relationships? What does God have to say about that? And so I decided I'm going to take a step back this month and talk about, what does God have to say about how to be a better friend, a better brother, a better sister, a better mom, dad, a better employee or employer, supervisor. And we're going to talk about that. But there's a reality here. The reality is that 80% of people who come to chapel or who come to any church at all, the reason they come for the first time is because somebody invites them. And so what I'm asking you to do is to help me get the word out about what we're doing. Invite people to come. And I want to make it easy for you. I've given you a couple tools on this email, attached to this email, I should say. One is a list of talking points. How you can kind of get up in a formation or maybe an initial meeting this weekend and kind of talk about it. And I'd like to encourage you to share that we're going to talk about relationships and how to do them better, because we're going to talk about Wingman Day this weekend, and it's a really easy way to say, if you come to chapel, and it'll be kind of an augment to the Wingman Day, because we're going to talk about not only the spiritual pillar but the social pillar, because that's what relationships are. They're social in their very nature. So I'd like to ask you to look at those talking points and maybe share with your unit or with your shop that there's something going on at 11:30 on Sunday morning. So specifically invite them to chapel service at 11:30 on Sunday morning, and then tell them to be there waiting on them, because that's the trifecta: when it is, where it is, and hey, I'll be there. And that'd be awesome. The second thing attached to this is I think there's something powerful about worship, and especially when you're worshiping together and people are able to fully engage. So I don't want the first time that you hear the music we sing on Sunday morning to be Sunday morning. So I've attached a little playlist it's on YouTube, so you can watch it on your government computer, of the music we're going to sing on Sunday morning. And I'm not asking you to memorize it. I'm just asking you to listen to it a couple times and let it sink into you, and maybe even listen to it in your workplace, and kind of let it change the environment you're in. And if you're not comfortable with that, that's totally cool. And if it's not appropriate, that's totally fine too. I'm just throwing that out there as a possible option, because it's just people drink it in, and I'm asking you to drink it in a little bit, so when you come and we can be together in worship on Sunday morning, It should be great. And the last thing that I want to give you that'll make it easy for you, kind of give you three things: the video of the music, the talking points, and finally there will be a video coming out through the Focal Point and on the Chapel Facebook page. And I just like to ask you to say, hey, here's another thing you can do. Say, hey, have you seen the Chaplain's video? He's got some good stuff to say. And go just suggest they check it out. And I can do an invite there too. But a video invite is never the same as a face-to-face. So God bless you. I look forward to seeing you this weekend because God is doing amazing things. Thanks for the 5 minutes and 30 seconds that I've taken from your day. Enjoy the rest of your day.